Welcome everyone to the Quinfall. Today we are checking out this MMO that recently launched into 1.0. I remember seeing this probably about a year ago or so on Steam and when it launched into early access, and it's been pretty mixed for quite a while now. But 1.0 kind of dropped out of nowhere, at least for me. I wasn't keeping up with it. So I figured it'd be a good time to at least do a few episodes just jumping into it for the first time and seeing what it's like creating a character and how the game actually plays. So with all that said, let's go ahead and hit start here and see what we got. So it looks like we got a few servers here. It looks like they opened up some new ones too. We'll go with the Chicago one. And then we have some channels. So all PvP/PvE events. They've got a bunch of different options. So this one's specifically PvP, and then these are PvE. But you get more experience for them. We'll just go with channel 1. Yes. If you have a referral ID, you can enter it here. I do not. So let's go ahead and create our first character. All right. So we got samples, full body bones. Wow, there's a decent amount of character customization. Looks like these are the presets that you can start with. Okay. How many do we got here? Decent amount. You can be Green Man, Lizard Man. Wait, it actually is. Okay. This I wasn't sure what to expect here. Bunch of options. All right, let's go with, you know what, we'll go with this guy to start. I'll probably change his hair. Maybe set some tattoos. Change that up a bit. Head bright. Got length, beard. Here we go. Here's the hair. Actually, let me take a look at the tattoos. Oh, so is it like one of those where you drag it on? Or does it randomly choose a spot? Okay, never mind. So it is preset. Always got to go with some type of tattoos if they got the option, at least for myself. We'll mess with the hair in just a second here. Gives me like cyberpunk style there. Does this do the other arm? All right, you know what? Sure. Let's do that. All right, let's go to hair now. See what we got. You know, surprising that, I mean, it's a little thing, but the hair here looks pretty decent. Could go with something just very simple, straightforward. As far as I know, this is like a medieval style MMO. Played another one recently the other day, which had a lot more to it than I expected. So I'm hoping kind of to be surprised here as well. Oh, here we go. This is like the highlights. Do a little bit. There we go. Nothing crazy. Yeah. And then how about the beard? Let's stick with the long beard. There's a decent amount of character customization here. Kind of reminds me of like Hawk from Dragon Age 2, or at least his beard. You know what? That's what we're gonna go for. Maybe. Mustache is a little much. You know what? Let's do this one. Let's check out eyes. Go with some basic eyes. I just realized the scar there. We'll go with some green eyes. Anything else? Body hair? I mean, whatever. You know what? None. Sure. What's full body? Skin detail, swelling? Oh, really? Huh. Brightness? Oh, there's a decent amount here than I was expecting. All right, we'll go like a tiny bit taller. We'll go halfway. There we go. How about the voice?
Hi, this is the voice I'm gonna use. That's the voice you'll hear me use throughout our adventure. Hi, this is the voice I'm gonna use.
Note the setting will not affect in-game voice chats.
Hi, this is the voice I'm gonna use. That's the
voice you'll hear me use throughout
our adventure.
Hi, this is the voice
I'm gonna use.
That's the voice you'll hear me use throughout our adventure.
Hi, this is the voice I'm gonna use. That's the voice you'll hear me use throughout our adventure. Hi, this is the voice I'm gonna use. That's the...
Okay, sure. We'll stick with that one. All right. And we're just going to go Casas as usual. All right, let's see what we got here. Got our character created. Okay. That's not a bad looking start. Level 1.
In the infinite darkness of the universe, a power rose, known as Aonisar, reigning as a solitary god. His power was boundless, yet his loneliness propelled him into a profound search. This quest led him to discover the pinnacle of his own creativity. He first created the universe named Deatra, filled with endless arid lands, a reflection of his solitude. He created Kinagla, with serene and silent lush greenland. Neither Deatra nor Kinagla could alleviate his loneliness. Later, Aonisas created Podogra, vast and covered in cold, white, symbolizing the infinite power and majesty. Then, he created Shamra, a representation of his arrogance, a planet covered in damp and wet soil, leaving a dirty impression. As he roamed among the planets, none satisfied him. Eventually, he created a magnificent portal planet, Quinfall, connecting all the planets and bearing his own characteristics. Its every corner was filled with different biomes. One icy cold, another ablaze with flames. One damp and wet, another lush and verdant. Fissures began to appear in every corner of the planet, and the creatures emerging from these rifts were wreaking havoc on each biome. Aonisar's power was dwindling, so, as a last resort, he created a god named Tyron, and tasked him with the mission of saving the Quinfall planet. The fate of the planet was now in Tyron's hands, but Aonisar's legendary legacy and the story of the universes he created would be told for eternity. The shadow of the Great War had engulfed every corner of the Quinfall planet. Tyron, instead of creating planets like his father Aonisar's, decided to build a weaker but like-minded army. With this army, he destroyed the rifts created by the monsters and trapped them in their own realms. After years of prolonged war and chaos, Tyrion's armies grew weary and scattered across the planet's expanse. When his armies dispersed, the people began to establish their own habitats. Towns and villages sprouted, caravans and trade routes were built, and massive cities rose. The populace, specialized in various professions, came together under Tyron's rule and lived in peace for many years. However, as Tyrion's time passed and he lost his power, the Quinfall planet was shaken once again. The news spread swiftly. Tyrion's death led to the reactivation of the rifts by the monsters, and they began to gather once more for a great war. Now, the fate of Quinfall hangs in the balance. as the people witnessed the collapse of the once peaceful order they lived in. Now, the fate of Quinfall hangs in the balance. As the people witness the collapse of the once peaceful order they lived in, the monsters quietly gather their strength. With Tyrion's death, the future of the planet is in jeopardy. However, this moment of uncertainty and danger could herald the emergence of heroes. The fate of the planet will be shaped by brave adventurers, marking the beginning of an epic battle.
And we are one of those adventurers. Okay, so we got some lore and stuff going on here. That's cool. I mean, we'll see if it actually ends up meaning much once we load in here. But got an interesting premise so far. So from my understanding, I think the classes is weapon based. So once I don't know if we'll be given a weapon or choose one, but you pick up and just start using it, and that is how you start leveling or dictate your class. You can see the HP value instantly here. When it is 0, your character will die. Okay. MP values right there. You get stamina value, which is 0. Your character is not rolling, jumping, or sprinting. When you see the experience value, you can see the experience value instantly here. When it is 100%, your character will level up. Drag your skills and available materials here to use them for the hotkeys indicated. You can also move the panel, lock it, and increase pages. Track your designated points. You can follow the minimap here. Here's all the messages from other players. Okay. Main menu can be found there. You can find all in-game content that you can access instantly in the game here. You can also see the shortcut key for Windows with shortcut keys. Now let's take some of the basic windows. Here's our inventory. Right-click them to equip. You can also see stats about your character here. Clan, level, XP, damage. Okay. Oh boy. You can also follow the levels according to the type of weapon you use and unlock new skills with the points you get in each level. To use them, drag them to the skill bar. All right, so yeah, you can see here sword/shield, two-handed sword, spear, dual axe, dual daggers, warhammer, bow, which I'm gonna try going for, dual crossbow. That's pretty cool. Arcane staff and life staff. Here you can manage and create a guild / clan. In the world map, you can fast travel and use portals. You can see information about the region you have selected. To auto-run, you can click on the points on the path to see information about the distance and start it. Note that you need to be on a marked path to do this. Okay, there's auto-travel. Here you can filter the markers on the map. Time for some action. Interface options and character movement can be treated as two different modes. You can switch between the two modes with just one button. Try switching now. Okay, so that's WASD. A roll. Okay. And then we can also do tab target. Oh, for this one you can't. Oh, and this is when you enable your mouse again. I see. Okay. See what options we have here. Okay, just taking a quick look at some of the settings here. So for reference, I'm playing, looks like we're on Ultra. I haven't changed anything yet. So, and motion blur and depth of field are actually disabled already. And I am playing on a 3080 Ti and i7 12th gen. But let's get to it. Let's see what we got. Following the tutorial here. See Captain Thorn on the right-hand side. We'll follow this, though, first. We don't want to use your fist for basic attacks. Arm your weapon first. If your attack is a skill, the weapon is equipped directly. So arming weapon is X. Basic attack. We also have aiming modes. First target down. Okay. Well, that was a little... Maybe we'll bump some things down here. I haven't adjusted anything yet, but... Like the second we got into combat there, it felt a little bit laggy. But we'll follow this through. You can roll at any time. The look of the character so far is not too bad, though. Unlock a skill for the weapon you're using and drag it to the shortcut bar below. So we can either do... Oh, so two-handed sword is Hell Knight or Duelist. Each skill use grants 1 stack up to a maximum of 6 when performing a basic attack you consume. I feel like most people... I mean, Bloodthirster, Hell Knight sounds really cool, but... I'm going to go for more of that, like, rogue style. So we're going to try Razor at Echo. Let's see how this works. We got our first ability. Feel like I'm going right through them. We got loot, too. Repair parts. Okay. So if I use this mode, I'm trying to see how we're supposed to move. I think left control just enables the mouse, as far as I can tell. And then if you want to actually move, you have to go back into the other mode. G. You can bend under a rock to pass. Okay, so they call it bending rather than crouching. Put the sword away. Oh, we can actually climb here. Okay. Wow, that is a very small jump each time. Jump in and all the way up. Oh, we got title sequence. The Quinfall. Choose a character bonus. You can choose a bonus from each section. These bonuses are permanent. Okay. The woodcutting, mining, harvesting, fishing, cooking, alchemy. Oh no, why are you making me choose such a... Alright, well, we're gonna go PvE point there. These are permanent? I feel like harvesting. Because then that's like any type of like plant or something like that we pick up. Probably going to be the most universal thing. So I'm gonna go with that. Fishing, cooking, alchemy, and hunting. I'm gonna go with hunting. In the case that maybe it helps. Maximum stamina, critical damage, extra damage to the boss, extra damage to the mob. I'm between these two. I might go extra stamina, especially if we're using the bow. Let's go with maximum stamina. Trying to go with the most universal thing. Nothing that's it could be good with anything, I guess. Daily entry prize. We got a valuable package worth 5 days. Inventory slot expansion, storage, level XP, weapon XP, and more. Okay. We got a few items there. There's Captain Thorn. See if there's any disable HUD options. Okay, I did not see any option to turn it off, but that's okay. We'll talk to Captain Thorn here. Press the I key to open your inventory and right-click on the fishing rod given to you. The yellow glow around the rod indicates it is active. Bounty of the Sea. So we got a new quest. Equip the fishing rod. You got it. And just like that, we got it. Oh, and they gave us a bunch of starting weapons. Okay. So here's the sword and shield. That's what we currently have equipped. The red sword of heroes. Here's one of the bows. There's one dual crossbow. The staff. Okay, so I'm going to equip the bow here. We're wearing the forest helmet, forest armor, gauntlets, boots, and deadeye bow. I got it. Catch your first fish. All right, well, we need to equip this too. Okay, we do have it equipped now. To catch a fish, go to the shore of a sea or a body of water. Different types of fish are found in saltwater and freshwater bodies. When you are by it, press E to catch the fish and press F for auto fishing. Regular fish is more profitable than auto fishing. The fish you catch here will be used in production. You must win the minigame while fishing. So you can auto fish too? That's kind of cool. Do regular fishing since I'm actively doing that. It reminds me a little bit of, I think it was Arcade Online or Arcade Unchained. One of the series I actually covered a long time ago. Right into fishing. But I remember you could do some of that. So I guess when it turns green is when we need to do it. Hold. Got our first fish. The enemy is not waiting. All right, we will go over. We're going to get one more, or attempt to get one more. It's so weird. The way that it prompts is a little odd. Okay, never mind. We're just going to go back over to Captain Thorn. So what happens if I click on this? Will it bring me over to... I mean, I know he's right here, but... Meadow forests are full of hidden treasures. Every stroll is a new discovery. Our support. The Potion Master at the top explains the importance of potions for adventurers. Get some health potions from him and learn how to use them. Meet the Potion Master. The Elixir Master. So you can buy one of these. Okay. Come back over. Oh, look, there's a dog. A little shepherd. The meadows forests are full of hidden treasures. Every stroll is a new discovery. Okay, that's what you say every time. The pet keeper sees you from a distance and shouts, "Hey you, yes you." You reach success not just with swords and potions, but with loyal companions. Come let me tell you about the power of and importance of pets in our world. Catch a pet and make a true friend. After finishing your business with the Potion Master, the pet keeper calls you. He explains the important... Okay, that's the same thing. Go and meet the pet master. Meet the pet keeper. I mean, the world here looks pretty so far. We saw like one other player at the moment. Simple bait. In the Quinfall universe, pets are divided into two categories, enhancers and gatherers. Pets can have different appearances and they can level up and grow through evolution. Press the I in your inventory and right-click on a pet in your inventory to activate it, then press H to summon your pet. I'm gonna buy some bait here. How do I see my total? Summon your pet. Do we have one? Oh, we have the bee collector. Here, loyal companion. There's a lot going on right now. This is interesting. We're gonna open up the starter package too. Use this for 15 days. The Midnight Seer. Is this kind of a different type of pet? Can be used as a costume for any pet. Feed your pet. We give it some bait. Saturating feed. Oh, here's the costume. We're going to throw that on. So now when we summon them. So that's technically my bee. But they look like that now. All right, sure. Captain Thorn, I return with my pet. All right, time to meet the blacksmith. He calls you to his side and gives you a rusty steel sword, which durability completely gone. He asks you to take this sword to the blacksmith and have it repaired. We go meet the blacksmith and have this repaired. Repair the weapon with the depleted durability. Let's go take action. Right-click the items in your inventory to have them repaired. Sword of Morning. All right, back over to Captain Thorn. What else? Who else are we going to now? After the horse. Buy a lasso, practice on a wooden dummy. A bunch of horses in here. Drag the lasso you purchased into your skill bar. Okay, well, I haven't done that yet. Hello, sir. I'd like to buy a rope lasso. Practice on a wooden dummy. So now we need to drag this into my skill bar. Go number 6. Oh, I see. To summon your mount, press the I key and open your inventory. Right-click. We've got our first mount and some light feed. Oh my gosh. Press J to open the mount menu. In this menu, you can use XP rates. Okay. That's how well fed it is. There's a costume as well for the dog. Or for the dog. For the horse. So it's, or no, it's J. Hold on. He summons the mount. J opens up this. Then we're going to go equipment, go to my inventory, right click. Now we got some raw feed. In the Quinfall universe, there are multiple ways to travel quickly. One of them is auto travel. Press M and mark a yellow point on the path to where you want to go, and then click the auto travel button to start running. Whoa. Okay, let's see how large the map is here. Yeah, it's pretty up. Wow. Okay, it's decent. Current season is winter. Time left until next season, so it's every 2 hours or so, it looks like. So in 2 hours, it will turn into summer. Tags unstuck. So this area is level 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 11 to 20. Some more towns every... Whoa, you can really zoom in. That's how we can auto run between. It's very sensitive. You can see the amount of animals and and what kind there are. Okay, yeah, this actually does give me that type of that Arcade Unchained kind of vibe in a weird way. We're just gonna run out here and then turn around. I received some news. All right, so how do we stop this? T is auto stop. Your mount has leveled up. You have entered the safe zone. Let's head back to our friend Captain Thorn. Put our mount away. Thorn's instructions. In the land of the neutral zones and Roshan Guardian's harbor, Commander Thorn calls you to his side. Thorn explains that dark forces have infiltrated the land and increased tensions. He asks you to practice combat with dummies. Practice the combat with the dummies. Before using your skills, you must learn blocking heavy attacks and regular attacks. Heavy attacks and regular attacks can provide different buffs for a limited time. Activating these buffs will benefit you in battle. Regular attacks can perform by pressing the left mouse button. All right, so let's use our bow. Oh, so 3 times, is that 3 times damage? Oh, you click once and then click again. Oh, you have to hold it for a few seconds. So that's 51, 43, 22, 18, 49, 38. Interesting, you don't have to hold it down. Improve your skills by pressing K. Now we're going to go over to the bow. We hit level 3. So we have sharpshooter and archer. But once you select one, you can't do... Yeah, you get locked out of the other. So what is the difference between the two? Every successful basic attack and ability grants you 5% critical chance. Stacks last for 4 seconds. Each new hit refreshes the duration. Your basic attacks and abilities deal an additional true damage equal to 10% of your physical attack. So you have dual barrage, breakaway, sky shot, arsenal, singularity shot, and arrow rain. But then this one's a lot of quick draw, skyfall. Oh, I don't know. They both kind of seem cool. Oh, but can you reset at any time? What happens if I reset here? I'll show you when to reset all skills on on this menu. Skill books you have used will be returned via the mail. Piercing arrow, skyfall, quick draw, evasive shot. I kind of like the ones over here. These seem like they're a lot more AoE. Abilities fires 2 expanding waves of 5 arrows each towards the target direction. Yeah, and then, of course, raining down a bunch of arrows sounds cool, too. All right, let's go archer, then. Yes. We're going to go dual barrage. Arrow rain. Fires a shot, dealing 150% physical damage. Quickly dashes in the chosen direction. The passive we automatically get. Whoa. Deals 200% physical damage to the first enemy hit. That shot then bounces to nearby enemies, pulling them together and dealing another physical... That sounds like a great starter skill. So, like, you do this one, and then you do, it pulls them all together. Then maybe something like this and something like rain. All right, let's see. So that's what pulls them all together. And then can't do number 3. Cooldown. It requires 227. Oh, ouch. But when we do basic attacks, okay, so basic attacks generates the MP back. I'm holding down for the heavy attack, but it doesn't seem to be working. Oh, I see. So when you hold down, okay, got it. So it's not, when I hold down right click, that's when I'm drawing the arrow and pulling it back. But then to fire it, I have to left click once. Now I see how it works. Or you can just not aim at all and just rapid fire like this. Which, I mean, for the damage that we're doing with the attacks, it doesn't seem like it's worth. My bad. Observe the camp. Before attacking the enemy camp, observe enemy movements and identify the camp weak points. Strategic observation will give you an advantage. Explore the nearby enemy area. So it's all the way up there. Wow. Kind of far. It's a distance. All right, we're going to go that way. We are going to head over there. All right, so let's make our way over to this area. Let's try using that feature of auto running over there. All right, let's try running over there. Oh, it might help if I put my mount on. Otherwise, we're going to be sprinting there. You have exited the safe zone. Okay. I noticed a lot of things while we're running around. Is it because we're getting aggroed by like the turtles? Squirrel. There's a wild sheep. All right, so once we get a bit closer, your mount has leveled up. Was it J? I always think of J as journal. But that is not the case here. I mean, there's a little bit of jank here for sure. You can definitely tell from the 38 minutes in so far, which if you are enjoying this, and you want more, leaving likes is the best way to let me know. If you made it this far, I'd love to hear what your interest is, or if you're playing it yourself, or if you've never heard of it before and you're like, oh, this seems very odd but intriguing. But I think there's some stuff here. I saw some of the reviews just browsing before, and a lot of people saying that although, yes, there's a lot of weirdness to it, at the same time, there is something potentially cool here. That's kind of the gist I got of like the positive reviews or the more positive ones. So I don't know if that'll be the case for myself, but you never know. This is why I give them a shot, and it was only like a $10 buy-in anyway, so... Getting a quality creature extract. Oh, I'm scared. Their skill, or whatever it's called, their names are very large. I thought we had left alt was to jump. Oh my god. Disarm the traps in the area. Oh, we died. So that's what happens when you die for the first time. Yeah, left alt is the dodge. All right, let me take a look at the controls here again then. Shortcuts. If I can adjust any of these too, I might. Instead of F1, let's go 7, 8. Whoops. 8, 9. 0. Oh, not left mouse. Not left mouse. I can't do an 11 and 12? Left mouse there. Left control is mouse lock. Flip. All right, let's do space. Just change this up a little bit. Yeah, it's weird. It doesn't let me do 11 and 12. I guess F5. Or F1 and F2? Sure. Oh. There we go. So now space is my dodge keybind. All right, let's try getting back out there again. Call my mount. So I think we can only travel as far as the road actually goes. So like we can't actually go here and then turn left. We can only auto travel up to that point and then manually run there. Maybe it'd be worth taking out some of the animals along the way. And level up. We also got some gear, so maybe this will be helpful. But right now I am wearing light armor. Can be crafted at the cooking station, increases mount experience by 25 for 30 minutes. Sure, we'll take that. Got some books here. Mount has leveled up again. So it seems like everything you do does increase your skills in some aspect. Whether it's leveling your mount, leveling yourself, leveling your weapon. There's a lot of sound effects. Like every time I hit shift, you hear the psh. A lot of sound effects there. So we have to get over. Maybe we don't take out the, or try finding the boss. I can never do the rain arrows ability. Yeah, right now it doesn't let me. Okay. I went too far back. You just cannot be pressing anything at all. That's the problem. Okay, I see it now. It runs so quick. So I think it's worth pulling the bow back and firing. You just don't do enough damage without it. Got that. We got 3 traps that we have to get to. Oh my god, that guy respawned. Are they... if I run in here, am I going to aggro them? Are they friendly? Oh. They're not even, like, hostile. Oh, there's that champion might be hostile, though. Maybe not. I'm out here killing their brethren, and... Okay, now we need to kill them. Kill the monsters. Here's a cleric. Kill the monsters in the specified area. Seize the battle plans from the creatures in the area. And they respawn really fast, though. All right. Well, we are actually going to call this episode right here, but I am going to do at least one more or maybe a few, depending on how much you guys want. But leaving those likes, like I said, does help out a ton. It really lets me know what to continue covering and such. But I'm definitely going to check out a bit more of this. It seems like an interesting game. A little bit of jank, for sure, but I do think that there's, oddly enough, something here underneath it all. But we'll see how much further we get and what changes with time and how much we're able to actually see as part of the world here. It looks like these are parts that, yeah, this is like a living area. Because they all have their own location. Huh. Well, I guess we'll find out in the next one. For now, though, if you ended up enjoying this, leaving likes helps a ton. As always, subscribe if you haven't already, because I cover tons of weird games like this. I've been checking out some solo dev games recently as RPGs. Been covering a lot of older games, some newer games, and all that good stuff. Plus, I'm trying to hit 50,000 subs. So if you want to help out, it means a ton. Otherwise, I appreciate you for being here. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.